Okay, so Ari, let me quickly show you. For example, this is let's say this is USD CHF actually. So now let's say you want to trade. Okay, so first I bring in my I'll be longing because this is 1 hour time frame. So this is where I'll be longing. I'll be looking for a long opportunity right here because this is currently in an uptrend, and yeah, so I'll be taking a long up here. Okay, and let's say my stop loss will be below this place. Let's say my stop loss will be below right there. For example, this place right there. Let's say that's where my stop loss is gonna be. Because you have to first determine your stop loss, okay? Now we've set everything. Now first you have to first know where your stop loss wanna be. Now let's say that is where your stop loss is going to be. Alright. So the next thing you wanna do is you will click on this law this what are they calling it, this long or short counter, this thing we use in entering this long or short stuff, that this one, this particular thing. You have to click, you will click on it. Now you want to check. When you click on it, you will see all this thing. You see all this thing here. You see all this thing. This one, you will see the right 0.2 percent to 0.26%. Now the one that I need is is the pips. This is the pips here. This is the stop loss. Our stop loss is 23.9 pips. Okay, our stop loss is 23.9 pips. You can see it here. That is what you need. Okay, that is what you need. Okay, so this 23.9 pip is what you need, not this 0.26%. Okay, assuming I'm trading futures now, I will need this 0.26% to calculate the amount of money I want to lose. If I want to use, let's say I'm trading Binance. Let's say it's Binance and futures I'm trading. I'll be using this 0.26%. I won't be using pips, which is 23.9. And if I was trading Binance, if this thing gave me 0.20, my stop loss gave me 0.26%, and that's how I usually do it too. And I want to trade what are they calling it, futures, and I want to use 50 years BNB, for example. So I'll just take 50 times, maybe what does that thing give me? Okay, 26%. 50 times 0.26. Okay, that is 13. That means if I use 50x leverage, I will with that stop loss, I will only be losing 13% of I will only be losing 13% of my money. So if it is $100 I'm using to $100 I'm using to trade, then that means I'll be losing 13% of $100 is $13, right? All right, 13% of it, because if you say 13 times 100, okay, divided by 100, all right, you will see that it's $13. That means I'll be losing only $13 if I use 50x and I'm trading with $100, which is good. But however, because we are trading forex, okay, so we won't be using percent, we will be using pips, and our pips is for 23.9. Now since you've gotten your pips after you set this thing, because you are trying to short, okay, so 23.9 is our pips, and this is USD CHF. So you go to this website, which I'm going to send to you, and lot size, they have a lot size calculator, cashbackforex.com. You will see list of this thing they have right here. You will see list of what they have. They have lot size calculator. Okay, if you come to their tools, you come cashbackforex.com, if you come to this their tools here, you see that they have lots of tools. You will see profit calculator, forex calculator, lot size calculator. We only want to use lot size calculator. That is the most important thing. So now you will choose the pairs. All right, so here is USD CHF, and my pips is what, 23.9. So you will come here, you will choose USD CHF, USD CHF. Okay, USD CHF. Okay, you choose it. Okay, deposit, leave off this one the way it is. All right, now this place, they say stop loss pips, you will put what, 23.9. that one we saw, 23.9. okay, 23.9. However, sometimes this stop loss in pips might be in this. If you click on this stop loss in pips, if you click on this thing, if you click on it, you see it. If you tell you stop loss, you can say switch stop loss price. Sometimes it might be in stop loss price like this. Anytime you see that this thing shows stop loss price, please ensure that you click it Okay, and so that you click it to show stop loss pips, because we want to put our stop loss in pips and not in price, because in pips it's easier for us. Okay, so you click on it, switch to stop loss in pips. Okay, now we have clicked on stop loss in pips. We now have stop loss in pips back right here. So now the next thing is we want to put our pips. Where is the pips? The pips is what I told you before, that our pips is 20 what are they calling it? Our pips is 23.9. I don't know where the network is not loading. Okay, so our pips is 23.9. Okay, so you have to put 23.9 here. Stop loss in pips 23.9. Now the next thing is they will not tell you what's your account balance. Now if I'm trading with let's say I'm trading with $10,000, because I'm trading with pro firms that give money for us to trade. So now we put your account balance here. Any account balance you are currently using to trade, the current account buyer, your current account balance, you put it right here. You see this one, you will leave it the way it is, don't touch it. You see this one, you leave it the way it is. Now risk, they will not ask you how much are you willing, this risk, how much capital are you willing to risk before they determine the lot size you will use. Okay, now I don't know how much you are using to trade, but you yourself, you will determine how much are you willing to risk for that trade. You can't just use any lot size. It depends. The amount of money you make depends on the amount of money you are willing to risk. For example, now for me, if I'm trading futures, now usually the amount of money I want to risk on futures per trade sometimes is maybe like $20, or at most $25 per trade. Sometimes I even reach $10. All right, now your own is how much. You consider that I put 0.13 because the futures I'm currently trading a $20,000 account, and I'm only risking $25 per trade of the $20,000 account. I'm only risking $25 per trade, and $25 is 0.13% of 20,000. Okay, so the question is to you, how much are you willing to trade? I can see from your balance since you are trading with $25 or $50. Now you can't just if you are trading with, you can't just decide that you want to risk, because depending on your margin, you can't just decide that you want to risk maybe 10%. In futures you can't risk 10%. In futures you can't just risk 10%, 20% like that. It's very, very risky. It's very, very, very risky, because you can clear all your accounts. Okay, so if at all you want to risk, you should be risking maybe 0.5%. At least, say too much is 0.5% of your money. But by the time you calculate, you will see the lot size will give you. It will tell you the amount of money you want to risk. Okay, if you are trading $50, then you shouldn't risk nothing less than $1 or $2, or even $5. All right, you shouldn't risk anything more than $5. You shouldn't risk anything more than maybe 0.2%, or you can risk 1%, depending. But it depends on what is the percentage of the money you want to risk. Anyway, you can risk any amount of money, but your risk depends on the amount of money you make. Now, let's say I want to risk 0.2% of my money. All right, I'll put it here. But for here, I want to risk 0.13%, 0.13% of my money. Once you put it here, then leave this one. Don't touch this. Don't touch this. Don't touch this. Okay. Only account balance. The only thing you should touch is what is account balance. Okay. So the only thing you should touch is account balance and instrument where you choose your PS. So the next one to do is what, click on calculate. Immediately you click on calculate, now it will give you the what? It will give you the this thing you want to risk. Okay, it will give you the stuff you are risking. Now the lot size to use. Now you can see, based on everything I put here, I'm risking 0.30% of my 10,000 to take this trade, and my stop loss is 23.9 USD CHF. Now based on this, since I'm risking that means I'm risking $13. All right, I'm risking $13 for this particular trade. I'm risking $13, and for me to risk $13, the lot size I must use 0.0507. But in forex you can only trade with zero. You can only use the first decimal point. So 0.05 is 100. So if I use 0.05 as my lot size to take the trade, that means what I'm gonna risk is just $13 of my money. So like I said to you, let's say your account balance, but like what I see is maybe your account balance is $50, and you want to risk 0.13%. If you click on it, you can see it. You are risking 0.006, which does not make sense. There's no way you can trade with that on forex. There's nothing like 0.00. So like you now, let's say you want to risk $50. Now let's say you want to risk $5. Okay, And $5 or $50 is what is 10% of your money, right? Now let's say you want to risk 5% of your $50. This is 5% of your $50. So of your money, if you calculate it, what is the lot size give you? You can see the lot size it give you. That means you'll be risking. You want to risk 5% of your money, then it will give you 0.009. That means your loss, the stuff you will use, the lot size you will use here, all right, the lot size you will use right here is 0.0097. So you will approximate it to 0.01. So for that reason, if you are risking 5% of your money, is your $2 is at stake. All right, it's only $2 you are going to lose if you take the trade. However, if you want to make money too, that means for you to make huge money, the trade has to go down very, very well. All right. So that is that, right? So that is how it works. Basically, that is how it works. All right. So let's say you want to risk 10% of your $50. Let's say you want to risk 10% of your $50. Now 10% of your money. Okay, 10% of your money. If you calculate it, 0.195. That means you'll be risking 5%. All right. So if you are risking $5, which is 10% of your money, then the loss size you are going to is 0.0195. So approximate it to, you can approximate to 0.02. All right, 0.02. So that way you'll be risking what, $5 from your $50. Okay. So it depends on. So the question is, how much are you willing to lose of your money? How many percent of your money do you want to lose? Do you want to lose 10% of your money? Do you want to lose 5% of your money? If you want to lose 5% of your money, then your lot size is 0.02. And that means your $5 is at stake. Only $5 is what you're going to lose. So for that particular trade, and if you are good with TA very, very well, your $5 you can use it to make back maybe you can use it to make back about maybe $50 or even $25 or $20. So that is how to do it. So this is what you're going to use to calculate it. That is all. If you don't understand, let me know.